We are going to Hiriketiya via Dickwella.
We think that's how you say it. We're not sure. For more surfing and more sand.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a really nice little boutique bay with some small backpackers and stuff, so it should be really nice.
We survived the bus ride.
Oh yeah, that was a horrible one, that one, no doubt about it.
It was rough, it was packed, and the corners were quite tight.
They didn't have enough room for our luggage, so Kel had to hold on to it the whole time in a big tower.
But we got here. Just heading to our guest house now, which we think is on the beach. And then we're going to head into town and check out the markets. Found it! That way. So what do you think, Al? What's your first impressions?
Oh, it's probably a little bit rough, but that's what we were expecting.
We were expecting it. It's pretty cheap and we're right on the beach. So right on the beach with air conditioning, a private bathroom and some what looks like nice clean sheets and relatively comfy bed is a good start. Our new home for the next couple of days. What do you think, Al?
Oh, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's beautiful. A lot more people than I was expecting, but that's okay. Well, sometimes you just get lucky. Bus arrived in Dickwella and we could just spot down one of the side roads what looked like a pretty big market. Turns out it is the once a week Dickwella Saturday market, and there is so much fruit and veg, and it's huge and it's right by the beach. It's an amazing location. Highly recommended, the Dickwella Saturday market. What do we think of Dickwella?
It's a cool little town.
It is.
It's an awesome Saturday market. It's going to be here on a Saturday.
Now we're sitting down for some fruit salad and ice cream. Anything to save a buck?
The cheapest water is at the supermarket, which is about a K away.
Well, I've had my hour in the surf. It is gorgeous. We've rented a surfboard for the whole day, but it's Kel's turn because I am knackered. We don't have a lot of breakfast included, but
make the most of it when we do.
Yeah, when they come in, look at this. That is the beach. Alright. So despite the number of surfers, one of the amazing things at Hiriketiya Beach is the ability to surf and swim with the turtles. So in this footage, I still have my surfboard strapped on. I'm wearing a pair of swimming goggles and I've got the GoPro out, and I don't know what the other surfers thought because my surfboard would have been whizzing in amongst them in the deeper water while I film these guys. They just pop up right next to your surfboard like a metre or two away. Hiriketiya Beach attracts heaps of jellyfish, or they all get trapped in the bay, and so these guys come in and munch, and there must have been always 4 or 5 of them right in the surf. Tell me about your surfing.
It's much improved. I can now catch waves regularly.
Yeah.
Heaps of fun. There's turtles around. It's just beautiful.
We are walking into town. We have no choice. We have to go back for fruit salad and ice cream.
It was too good to resist. We've had a great morning surfing and our surfboard's sitting there waiting for us when we get back. We're just having a quick break.
We've just extended by an extra night, so we'll spend 3 nights in Hiriketiya because it's so cool. That is Dickwella Beach on our walk into town, having a break from surfing. This is the same place I got my takeaways from yesterday, and they were so good. We have come in for an eat-in. We are back. It was too good yesterday, so we're coming in for another one.
Thank you.
You come from?
Australia.
Nice.
New Zealand. Here we are again.
Fruit salad number 2.
Fruit salad number 2. Kel and I are relaxing outside Blue Beach Paradise. We've decided to have dinner here.
Risky because it's pretty much a tourist restaurant, as all of the ones around here are, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We've had an awesome day in the surf. We hired a surfboard before it ended up being 10 hours, I think. Spent a lot of time in the water. And
we are currently 2 meters from the surf. It's just splashing up at our feet.
It's really nice. The location is fantastic. The accommodation is super basic, but it's all we need. And the surf and the water conditions and everything are just beautiful.
Might be a little small. We'll see.
So after an awesome day surfing, I've been sent to get some dinner. It's about 1.5 k's into town, so it shouldn't be too bad. Al's still in the surf and probably will be until it becomes pitch dark. He's totally addicted, and I am too. Surfing's been great fun. So this is the Grove, just near our guest house. Super popular. The food apparently is amazing, but it's about 10 times what we normally pay for dinner. So we're going to pass and just grab some takeaways from town. I suffered a little bit of a loss today. Not a huge one, just a small one. My favourite pair of board shorts just disintegrated. They've been heading that way for a while now. Threads have been coming loose one after the other, but I just held on and held on. Eventually today they just went, nope, no more, and just split in half. Two chicken fried rice boxes. Yum, yum, yum.
Hiriketiya Beach on the morning of departure. I've been for an hour-long surf. It's a bit challenging out there this morning. It's the worst surf we've seen since we've arrived, but it's such a beautiful day. Love my breakfast included coffees in the morning after a surf.
And check out his view.
What an awesome 3 days in Hiriketiya.
Today, unfortunately, it's time for us to go.
Yes, we are heading to Udawalawi. We're going to catch a couple of buses. We're hoping to meet up with Rose and Thomas and do a safari with them tomorrow morning.
We've had a great couple of days. Spent all day in the surf on a surfboard and getting much better by the second, which is fantastic.
There's turtles that pop up and visit you while you're on your surfboard.
It's really cool, and there's heaps of people. Everyone's really social. It's just such a cool spot. We're living right on the beach for not much money. It's pretty much paradise. Where are we off to today, Alistair?
We're heading back to Hiriketiya, which is that lovely beach bay where we both actually felt like we could start surfing, which is one of the reasons why we're going back. The other reason is it's just a beautiful part of Sri Lanka. So Hiriketiya is a funny place accommodation wise. It's quite expensive relative to the rest of the south coast because it's small and really popular. There's not a lot of air conditioning. So what we've decided to do is we've booked a backup which has a free cancellation at any time. And now we're visiting a few others on our way in just to see if we can't find one a little bit nicer than where we are. This one's pretty far from the beach. Number 2. This one is a lot closer to the beach. Don't know if this is going to be our home for 4 nights. We will find out. We did settle on that second guest house. It's a bit expensive, but it's really close to the beach. Really nice, and we're just watching everyone play around in the water. The big issue is there's not really any surf, but it's not going to stop us from having a great time here because it is such a beautiful spot. What have we been up to?
Surfing, and then lying on the beach, and then more surfing, and more lying on the beach and reading books.
And how's our surfing coming?
We're getting there. We're both standing up quite well. Elle's better than I am.
And what are we up to now?
cooking lunch before we go back and see the turtles.
Yeah, lunchtime. That is our spot on Hiriketiya Beach. Wow.
Coming to the end of another perfect day.
Look familiar? Well, it should, because it's the same spot we were in yesterday. It's a good one. The surf is kind of a bit short. I don't know, I might go and have a look in a minute. This is our last full day in Hiriketiya, and because the surfboard rental is a bit more expensive by the hour, I probably won't surf tomorrow morning. I'm definitely not going to come down to the beach, because knowing my luck, the surf's going to be fantastic. Sorry, just there is where we stayed the first time in the restaurant. Over there behind the trees is where we've set up camp for the day. And that's Kel out in the surf. I'm going to get some video. Yeah, you were really supposed to hold that. You're doing great. Yeah, it's gorgeous in there. Lovely. We really like Hiriketiya. Really nice moment.
We thought we should show you our accommodation in Hiriketiya. Now this one's slightly above our budget. So we normally stay for about 15 US a night, but this one's about 21 US a night. It's got a cool little backyard where there's plenty of monkeys, a coconut tree and a turtle. It's got a great little kitchen downstairs, which we made good use of. And we've got a nice balcony, super comfy and big spacious bedroom, and a fridge. Now a fridge for us is a super luxury. It's the only one we've had in all of Sri Lanka, I think. And the bathroom's pretty good. Plenty of hot water, nice and clean. This really is a great place. Alistair surfing style, what do you think of the outfit?
Practical.
Practical, yes. When you've got a...
Sensible.
When you have a chrome dome, you don't have much choice.
Mother, look.
Yeah, your mother will be proud. My mother will be proud of you too. Unfortunately, it's our last day today, but we've had 3 fantastic days of surfing. The view is absolutely magnificent. The accommodation's pretty good. We just love this place. Al's out there having a final surf before the sun goes down. If you're coming to Sri Lanka and you like to surf, then this is the place to be.
Well, I've got up for an early morning surf here in Hiriketiya, and I think I've been bitten by a mosquito or an ant or something on my eyelid overnight. Very freaky. Doesn't hurt, just looks a bit horrible. Hopefully the surf's okay.